Hi everyone, and welcome back to Media Martyrs. Last episode kind of ended rather awkwardly, so we're gonna start this one less awkwardly. I'm Strauss. I'm here with Kazup.
Dear Strauss, please come to the podcast. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Kezub.
That will actually make sense in due time. We're also here with Phantom Roxas, aka
Hey everybody.
Roxas. Retro K, the man of the 80s.
Hello there.
Ism. He is the shortest title.
I'm proud of it. Yes, you are.
And Cash of the Future. Because he's the only one I will say the same way every time. Anyway, Nintendo Direct happened. So I'm gonna let Phantom Roxas take over because I was not paying attention to it at the time.
Okay, so for those of you not in the know, on April 17th, 2013, Nintendo released the latest installment in a series of videos they have called Nintendo Direct, where basically they take time to announce upcoming. We focused on 3DS software, and so the first bit of it was dedicated to Mario games because this is the year of Luigi.
It's Nintendo. We should also mention that.
Yeah. Really. Whatever. Anyway, so I think that because this is the year of Luigi, we should start talking about the Mario-related games. Anyone who has played the Mario and Luigi RPG games, such as Bowser's Inside Story, I guess I should mention that the latest game is Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which is basically Mario is somehow inside Luigi's dreams.
What?
In other words, it's Inception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Yeah,
so...
how long until something like... Okay, starting now, hold on. I'm just gonna need to do this because I know it's gonna happen. I will set a timer, or how long it actually takes for one of us to make an actual Inception.
Okay, well, no, what I
luck
was
with that.
thinking is, first we had Bowser's Inside Story, where Mario and Luigi went inside Bowser, as the title implies. Now we have Mario and Luigi Dream Team, where they go inside Luigi's dreams. What parts of the body are left for them to go into, and why is this a theme?
There is one more part they could go into, but I really don't want to see it.
Shut up, Izum. No one asked you.
Well, they haven't gone inside a woman yet.
Oh god, no.
No.
Super Mario Bros. Mario and
Comedy.
Luigi. Mario and Luigi.
Well, that's,
STD.
well, technically they count Dr. Mario, but sure.
Inside Peach and get rid of her crabs.
We're taking. Okay, okay. Another thing I have to say about this is that when I read the title Mario and Luigi Dream Team, I thought it was a sequel to Mario Hoops 3-on-3. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah,
I'll pretend I care what that is.
It's like could be a side game of Mario and Sonic Olympics, where Mario and Luigi forms a dream team for basketball.
Or yet they formed the Dream Team, and Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson saved the universe.
Exactly.
Space Jam 2 was bought by Nintendo.
The next game on the list is...
My joke has been lost. My joke has been lost on the people.
The next game on the list is Mario Golf World Tour.
Yes.
Yay!
No, seriously, I'm excited for this.
It's what now?
Look at all the fuck.
Dude.
Mario what?
Mario Golf World Tour.
World Tour!
Guys, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour was my childhood. You have no idea. Like, this is amazing.
As long as you don't admit that golf is an actual sport,
No,
fine.
it's not.
I never really got into the Mario Golf. I just remembered them in the NES Golf one. The not the Golf from NES, the one where it has the Mario characters.
I mean, I remember that. I just can't think of the name. Dude,
Guys, stop giving Mario Golf attention.
but I want to give it attention.
NES Open Tournament Golf. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The next game is Mario Party. There's no known subtitle yet. It's just going to be a Mario Party game for the 3DS.
I heard they're going back to the original board game style of it, which is awesome because 9 looks god awful.
Because all the older and all the older Mario Party games, which are like the better ones.
Yeah,
Even if you hate
still
Mario,
have the one on GameCube. I still have that.
like Mario Party 2 is still better than Mario Party everything afterwards.
Yeah, I've got. Believe me, I'm an expert on Mario Party. I have every single Mario Party game except for the Game Boy Advance one and 9 because I don't care about 9.
I got the one on GameCube with the mic.
Slightly more credible.
7, I believe it was either 6 or 7 was the one with the mic.
I think it was 7. Hang on.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no, I think.
We will
Yeah,
say
yes.
this. We will say this. Much better people have said it than us, and much more popular people, but lack of technology created innovation for those games.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, there are definitely great things you can do with the great technology we have today, and we've seen that. I mean, like back in the NES days, you can have such a grand open world game like Skyrim or Grand Theft Auto, but there's
but Mario Party, other way around.
Yeah,
and baseball games.
Okay, so to go away from 3DS games a bit, they took time to discuss New Super Luigi U, which is downloadable content for New Super Mario Bros. U. Basically, they're revamping like all of the worlds to accommodate Luigi's gameplay style because, as usual, he jumps higher, but it's harder to get him to stop when he's running.
Hmm.
So yeah,
in other words, saying he's floaty.
Yeah. So yeah,
great idea.
That was pretty much that's the short version of everything they had to say. That it's New Super Luigi U. Then they talked. What?
Sounds good.
Okay. After that, they discussed Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D.
Which sounds like a good idea. I mean, Donkey Kong Country has always been an awesome game, and got awesome game series.
I'm actually really looking forward to that because I heard really good things about the original. I've heard good things about Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii, and
Yeah. I still have Donkey Kong Country Returns for Wii. I haven't beat it yet.
I'm not sure I'll. I think it's one of those games where I'm not sure I'll actually buy it, but it does seem like it could be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just not. I'm not that interested in it.
So to ease newcomers and because it's a handheld game, they have an easy mode or whatever. So that gives you an extra heart for like.
We should just remind you how hard the original games are.
Yeah.
Oh, they are hard.
However, they will still have the original mode on 3DS, which retains the difficulty of the Wii version. So you can choose your difficulty.
That's awesome. I mean, more difficulties is just kind of inherently good in my book.
Yeah. There will also...
Yeah, because we all know what happens when you play hard games, Kazza. Or do we need to bring back in Cap to rile against you?
No, Cap, for those of you who don't know, Captain Wolfkick from the Heroes and Villains episode is currently on like a 30-hour binge of being awake. So there's a reason he's not here at the moment.
Yeah.
God.
That's
dangerous.
I wish we could just like flash over to like what he's doing right now because that's probably so much more interesting than what's going on in this podcast.
Oh, no, but what we really need to do is, we need, what his mind's going through, because when you're up that late, because I've been up that late before 2 days in a row, your mind starts wandering.
Okay, who would even attempt to stay up late for 30 hours?
I think he has reasons, I'm just not sure what they are.
Hey, no, here's the answer. College students.
Oh, boy.
College. I don't know.
Anyway, moving right along. What's our next bullet point? Because we're all going.
Yeah, you've heard me. This one I like is an upcoming new game for Yoshi's Island.
That
Or more
I
accurately, Yoshi's Island 3D, right?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
like.
Yoshi's
Yeah.
Island.
No official title as expected, but we can expect it to be Yoshi's Island 3D.
Yeah. Because it
Yeah,
looks like it. It's the same art style. I remember some of those levels.
It basically looks like they took the original Yoshi's Island and rendered it into a 3DS suitable art style.
That's a good game. You haven't
Yeah.
played it, play it now. Or,
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. After that is, let's see, Mario versus Donkey Kong, minis on the move.
Does anyone really care about that series?
Mario vs. Donkey Kong? I've never played it.
Well, that's the
As
thing.
a
No, I don't
Sonic
think anyone's ever played it. Did anyone really play the minis games?
I
I mean, unless they mean the original Donkey Kong, or in that case, I've played that.
Well, yeah, but it's not. They've had Mario and Donkey Kong.
By the way,
Minis
original
game.
Donkey Kong, also awesome. Play that.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking up there have been more minis games. I'm just seeing.
Anyone who got the 3DS Ambassador program should have gotten the original, and I've played some of it, and I'm actually enjoying that so far. So
The what program?
the 3DS Ambassador program.
How do you
it's where
get that?
If you got it before the price drop, then they give you 20 free games.
Hmm.
And the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong was among them, and I've enjoyed it so far. So I'm okay with this.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me look at this. Mario versus Donkey Kong.
After that, they
Puzzle
once
platform.
again talked about Wii U stuff. This time being the upcoming system update, which basically will mean that the loading times don't suck ass anymore.
Will that also
Hooray!
mean the wireless will get fixed when you connect?
The emphasis seems to be on just loading times being fixed, but we can assume that yes, the Wi-Fi will also.
Because that's been the major problem with the Wii U, I guess.
The other thing coming with the system update is the Virtual Console, and one of the games that will be released with this Virtual Console is Earthbound.
Yeah.
Finally!
About time. Earthbound is an underrated RPG.
I don't think.
No, I
It's
wouldn't go
underrated.
underrated. I wouldn't go underrated at this point.
No,
You're more
because
likely to get overrated than underrated with something like
the
Earthbound.
reason
I'm
is
sorry, man.
because you put it up against games like the Final Fantasies, Chrono Trigger. Those were popular, and honestly, I love Earthbound.
No,
I really love this
I
game.
believe Earthbound was also quite popular.
Yeah,
I mean, the only
it
reason I
didn't
know
do well. It didn't do well when it was released, but yet it's got a cult following.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think the cult following kind of negates it from being underrated because everyone kind of knows about Earthbound by now.
And everyone
That's-
who has everyone who is a voice in the gaming community has generally played Earthbound and liked it. So
Yeah.
And
everyone.
I thought it was. I really enjoyed it. The music, the graphics.
I wouldn't call it gameplay because the gameplay is probably the worst part of that game, actually.
And who the fuck Ness
It's,
would end up being in the Smash Brothers game?
Yeah.
That's what everybody remembers about Earthbound.
That's
Because
what
Too bad Ness and Lucas are like the worst characters in the Smash Bros. Game.
exactly. Too bad they're like towards the bottom.
I play well with Ness in the game.
I don't. Like, how do you even... Like, both Ness and Lucas, you, like, can't recover with them unless you spend, like, 20 hours, like, just on their B-up.
I would like to add that while I think it's good that the games are finally getting a re-release, I would really, really like it if they did, like, a compilation for the 3DS and included, like, the original Mother, Earthbound, and, what was I thinking?
Mother 3.
Other
Yeah.
Still waiting for Mother 3 in this
Still
country.
waiting for that.
Nintendo, what the hell?
I, for one, respect Earthbound because it has a heavy influence on Homestuck.
I will punch you very hard.
We didn't need to do that.
You didn't need to do that.
I mean,
You didn't even do
Yeah,
that.
that wasn't even on topic, kinda.
Well,
Yeah.
it's talking about Earthbound.
That's a pretty...
Kinda. That's
Yeah, Gates.
that's a reaching. That's reaching.
Yeah, that's
at best.
reaching.
Yes, it has profound influence on a rather popular webcomic. It's not as we could probably say that about 5 other webcomics, like We're All in the Family.
Yeah.
You know what I like?
But
What's
see,
great about Earthbound is the
now
pop
you
culture
made me
stuff.
bring up Brawl in the Family.
At least that is about a Nintendo thing.
Can I just say, like, what everybody also liked about Earthbound was because of the pop culture stuff
Sure.
that was in that game. Like, I mean, everybody remembers the Blues Brothers based band, the Runaway Five.
Well, I don't, because I haven't played it. So...
Neither have I.
As if you probably don't even know who the Blues Brothers are.
Yes, I do. Shut up.
I would be
What else
honest. Let's
And-
see. Next bullet point.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something about Wii U stuff for some reason. This time, Game and Wario.
Game and Wario.
Basically, the new WarioWare game, but for console.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try the WarioWare games. I never gotten around to getting it on the
They're pretty
original
good.
game. Are they
Yeah,
are
they're
really
pretty-
good? Okay.
I mean, they're mostly mini games that are just kind of enjoyable for. They're fun for a while.
They're fun for a good
Yeah,
laugh.
it seems like a fun time passer. Kinda.
If you want to have a good
Yeah.
laugh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you want to waste time while playing your video games, it's the perfect thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing
Which is-
wrong with that. I mean, not every game necessarily.
No.
Like,
We're
big
not
epic
saying
story.
like waste time. Yeah, it's that or silly flash games, but these have a bit more challenge to them, and made for professionals.
Yes.
That's basically what they are. They're the flash games of the game console. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not spectacularly amazing. But
Yeah.
that's fine. We're okay with that.
Yay.
Anyway, they were also talking about Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Oh, I need to play Monster Hunter, dang it.
Yeah, I need to actually get to that eventually.
So the game will soon have an update where you can play it off TV.
Huh.
The gamepad.
Oh. That's nice.
Then they went on to announce like the upcoming release for Lego City Underground: The Chase Begins. In case
Lego
anyone
City
played it.
Underground.
Lego City Underground.
Undercover, I mean.
Undercover. Oh, I was gonna make a Sonic Underground joke, but I was
Ooh,
not
I-
now.
Can't.
I don't like the Lego games. I'll be honest.
And this one's kind of different. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but from what I hear, it kind of stinks, the DS version anyway.
So that means you don't get to shoot anybody, right?
No.
Or listen to
that sounds terrible.
licensed music.
Nope.
Wow, that's terribly disappointing.
Unless they do Lego Grand Theft Auto, which would be awesome.
Mhm.
Play every Lego game Grand Theft Auto style. But yeah, that
Get some
doesn't sound that
licensed music
exciting.
up there.
Yeah.
So, what's next? Other than the big announcements, which I know we're saving for last.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big
Well, that
one.
is good. That is.
Well, there's also, we could also talk about, I'm not sure how much we've covered so far, but we could talk about the sub-announcement that is kind of
actually-
connected to the larger announcement.
Well, I also like to point out, because I know there's a lot of talk about Earthbound, but believe it or not, Earthbound, the original SNES cartridge, on Amazon, they have them sold for, get this, around $5,000 to $19,000 for the cartridge.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of that retro stuff goes for overly high. I mean, I'm quite positive the original Star Fox is equally expensive.
Yeah. I guess because Earthbound probably, it was a fan and cult favorite.
Yeah.
Then they basically said, if any of you actually use Swapnote, there's an update coming.
Update.
Awesome.
Update.
Wii U, always updating.
And for those of you who do not actually have a 3DS XL, they have announced a new model for it, which will basically be a branding with Animal Crossing.
Yes, I'm probably not even gonna buy an XL. I just love Animal Crossing, so yes.
An Animal Crossing bundle.
No, I've never played them.
Oh, you need to. It's like The Sims, but less intensive and more fun.
I never really played that.
It's a big part of, like, my childhood playing the original one and then City Folk. It's really laid back, but you can lose so much time in it, I guess, is the best way I can put it at the moment. It's just fun. So much fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except no one liked Rover. Who likes Rover? No one.
No one likes Rover. Now, actually, we should. That also reminds me. The first previews of anything to do with Animal Crossing in the United States, I believe, was on the guess where?
What?
Super Smash Brothers Melee. They were in the trophies.
And of course, the Animal Crossing levels are in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except it was one of the boring, like air quotes, competitive players areas.
And I think that Gopher character is one of the assist trophies.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Rossetti. Rossetti was the worst thing ever to happen in my childhood because it was so annoying. Like, power goes out if your power goes out when you're playing Animal Crossing, it can just, like, ruin your entire, like, you don't even want to turn the console back on. Because Rossetti,
I don't get it. What does Rossetti do anyway?
Basically, if you reset your game, if you reset the console while playing Animal Crossing, or turn it off in any way without saving, Rossetti, then you turn the game back on, Rossetti shows up and has about a 5-minute unskippable dialogue with you about how you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's just so, like, you never, I guess it worked because you always made sure you saved, but like I said, if, like, the power went out, or, like, I had a couple times where, like, I accidentally hit the wrong button or something, it was terrible. I have nightmares.
How dare you have nightmares about something that's honestly terrifying in games.
Okay, now just imagine that every time Ketchup has a controversial opinion, Rossetti shows up and tells him to stop having a controversial opinion.
Oh,
Does that count as a joke?
I don't know.
Yeah!
Rossetti
Anyway,
explains because of why he shouldn't like the prequels.
Oh, well.
Anyway, now that we're done with that, I guess, is there anything else before we get on to the big announcement that's going to be the most interesting?
Something related to what we just discussed, and kind of a lead into the big announcement. Aside from the Animal Crossing 3DS XL, there will also be a Luigi 3DS XL. Only in Japan.
What is that? Only for those Japanese folk.
Yeah. So curse you, Japan, for having nice things.
Nah.
Why do they get all the cool shit? We clearly, I believe we are just Nintendo's big first around the world, but only Japan gets half the good stuff.
I'm sure there's something, like, that's the thing, we don't know, you don't talk to many people from Japan, at least most people don't, so there could be, like, some stuff, like, we don't even think about, but Japan doesn't have, and they're, like, complaining that us over in America, in Europe, have things that they don't.
Well, that's because Europe always gets the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Europe gets screwed over the most.
Yeah.
It basically goes, America, then the Americas, then Europe.
Yep. Hi, European viewers. We love you, even if
We love you.
We love you,
want
Europe.
regional. Don't worry, European viewers. We do not screw you over by region locking.
No.
YouTube does that for us.
Yay! Go YouTube. Because no other place would take this podcast.
And then...
Or more actually, the only one that would allow us to actually keep going with the podcast.
But that's another story for another day.
And now, 2 big releases for the Nintendo eShop Virtual Console. The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, and Oracle of Ages are finally going to be on the eShop at May 30th.
Yay, those are games.
Those are actually good games. Play 'em.
Yeah, I mean, there are very few, like, if you... Oh, wow. Okay.
What was that?
If you...
Wait, what?
That was the item get sound from Skyward Sword.
Okay, thank you for explaining the reference. But,
I guess you just went deeper. Now, by the way, that's our Inception reference counter was at 25 minutes and 33 seconds.
Well, that's because you broke it yourself. Why set a timer and then break the thing yourself? That doesn't...
I got tired of keeping track of it.
You could have just not kept track of it. No one was... I hadn't even remembered that until you brought it back up. So...
Exactly.
That was...
We just went deep.
That was the worst...
So anyway...
That was the worst Chekhov's gun I've ever seen.
There's been worse.
Anyway, the reason that these games be on eShop means something to me is because I've beaten Seasons twice, but never Ages. And eventually I ended up just losing the game somehow, and I was never able to find them. So them being on eShop means that I can finally play these games again. And probably these games are cursed because a lot of people seem to lose these games.
Oh, no, I had to re-find my copy of Oracle of Seasons.
I feel like maybe every copy... I feel like maybe every copy of Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons that gets lost just gets, like, transported to, like, one certain, like, area of the world. So, like, one guy is just gonna go and, like, open up his closet and then, like, a whole stream of, like, Legend of Zelda game cartridges are gonna just come flooding out.
And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Wait a minute, the first one was Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons of Ages for eShop, right?
Yes.
They're two separate games, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
Okay.
It's like Pokemon Black. It's
By the
like
way,
Pokemon.
But you can link them together, actually, by using a password and get the true final ending.
The truth.
And finally, the moment that everyone has been waiting for. They are finally releasing Bravely Default Flying Fairy in North America.
Yes!
Woo! Bravely Default Flying Fairy.
I don't actually know what that is.
It's a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Final Fantasy IV Heroes of Light.
Oh.
It's really a very good game.
So back when people like you didn't hate every single action that Square Enix took? Wait, it wasn't Square Enix at that time, was it?
Okay,
Squaresoft.
It was still Squaresoft at that time.
No, it's made by one of the few people at Square Enix who still has a brain.
Successor to Final Fantasy IV, The Heroes of Light.
Heroes of Light, yeah. So yeah, the guy who made Final Fantasy IV.
Sorry, what game is this? I completely missed it. My stuff got out.
Bravely Default Flying Fairy.
Final Fantasy the 4 Heroes of Light.
This is a spiritual successor to that game, and the 4 Heroes of Light was made by the director of Final Fantasy IV, which all of you need to play.
Oh, yeah. Was that Final Fantasy 2 on SNES?
Yes.
Okay.
If you played that version, then even better.
I played that and beat it.
Good man.
Excellent.
But it was a hard game.
Anyway, I guess we should go to the main event.
Couple more announcements.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna get my...
Okay. Okay, I'll just speed through these. Professional Layton and the Azure Legacy. Guild 02, which is basically a collection of various games that will be on the eShop. Shin Megami Tensei 4. And now that...
I need to play the Shin Megami Tensei games, but okay, let's get on to things.
I need to as well. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I'm definitely getting Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, because yes.
What's Shin Megami
It's
Okay.
a thing.
It's,
That's the yeah.
it's
Great
basically another big RPG series like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest.
Oh, are you talking about its Persona?
Yeah, Persona is a sub-series.
Yeah, I want to play it.
And now, for the real moment you've all been waiting for, no bullshitting, they are making a sequel to A Link to the Past.
And it looks
Yay.
awesome.
Which makes looks awesome, but also makes absolutely no goddamn sense. Kind of this weird
Well,
place to be in.
Same world as Link to the Past, but with an original story. And
Yeah.
all new dungeons. Even though the dungeon you see in the trailer is clearly the Mountain Tower, and you see Link fighting Moldor.
Mordor!
That did not sound nerdy at all.
Exactly. But
So in this game, Link can turn to a hieroglyphic that moves across the wall.
what?
That's kind of cool.
Wait, what?
What?
Link turns. Okay, remember in the Minish Cap how Link can like turn small?
Yes.
This way,
It's essentially like Paper Mario.
kind of. What happens is that while
It's not
Link
really
is
an
navigating
RPG, don't worry.
what happens is that while Link is navigating the dungeons, if he finds an area he can't access, he can merge with the wall by turning to a hieroglyphic, move across the wall, and then appear on the other side.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Like he moves across it. It's better if you see it in person. The game seems to take the graphical style is basically taking the SNES graphics and blowing them up into 3D. So meaning that it automatically looks better than Wind Waker.
Oh.
One of these days I will be fighting you on that in ritual combat.
We need to just like have the world just needs
A
to turn
gladiator match.
No, I was thinking the world just turns into Sword Art Online minus the incest.
Yes, minus the incest.
Minus the incest.
Minus the incest.
I just want to call.
Minus the incest.
I won't, but I just want to call this episode, Media Martyrs, episode 12, minus the incest.
Please do.
Hi.
No. No. Every title makes sense except for this one.
Oh, wow. But,
See one
Correct.
title that
However,
everyone's gonna be like, why the fuck did they call that? And then it's like,
talking about
oh.
incest. Incest Direct.
yeah. But,
Anyway, Xbox pretty good.
yeah. Can I just say
names.
I've actually never played a Legend of Zelda game?
Get out.
Okay, bye.
Wait, what?
Bye.
Get
Related.
out of our podcast.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I knew I could find a way.
Well, it's not like he's saying the Legend of Zelda series is bad. I mean, he just hasn't played it.
Well, yeah, but people are
But
still
it's
gonna jump on me
disappointing.
for it. I own Skyward Sword, and
Here's what we're gonna say to you is it's that we're just disappointed in you.
I
For
know.
once in a long time, we're not even mad at you. We're just disappointed.
I know.
Screwy T is disappointed.
It also has.
Watch your course.
It also has to do.
I am.
It also has to do with me and my brother were kind of morons when we were kids, so we sold off all of our good GameCube games because we had Wind Waker, but then we sold it, and that was a dumb move. But yeah, I do want to play the games. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Well, obviously you need to get A Link to the Past. Or download Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages.
Yeah.
I really hope that they maybe include the original Link to the Past with the 3DS game. I know it sounds weird, but I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah,
I think we should wait until they put Game Boy Advance games on the Virtual Console, which we should be getting for the Wii U, but I really hope that they put them on the 3DS at some point.
Dang it, now I have a sudden urge to pull out my Game Boy Advance and play it. But I have to record this podcast.
Well, if you got a Game Boy Advance, go get A Link to the Past.
But that costs money, which I do not have, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't hate, I think I'd like it if I got I think I'd like the games if I got the chance to play it.
Yeah,
And-
here's the point. It's like this is why we're disappointed, because we know you'd probably like them because they're good games.
Yeah, because, I mean, basically, like, there's very few, like, the only games, I could think of, Legend of Zelda games I could think of that are universally hated, and everyone yells at me when I bring these up, are the CDI games and Link's Crossbow Training.
Hey, I have Link's
Crossbow
Crossbow
Training is
Training.
actually pretty much ignored.
Oh, actually, if we count it, I have actually played Link's Crossbow Training.
No, we don't.
Yay! Yeah, that's what, whenever I bring that up, and everyone's like, we don't count those ones.
Yeah, because it's not really a Zelda game either. It's just it's more like a Zelda mini game that they packaged for an entire game.
Yeah, it's basically the thing that introduces the Wii Zapper.
Yeah, I
Pretty
still
much.
have that.
I still have that game and the Wii Zapper.
I prefer the original Nintendo Zapper because that thing actually had a click to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't soft and pansy-ash. Anyway, I think this is a good announcement. If I'm gonna rate the entire thing, it was a pretty good announcement.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't, like... Well,
There wasn't any...
it's Nintendo, like, pretty much most of the stuff they're going to announce is gonna be... Especially if they focus on some of their, not the Mario series. If they focus on more of the other stuff that have, like, the more... Like, they're light, but, like, not too mainstream. If they focus on that, I think people will be happy.
Yeah, and this is also a good set of announcements. Some good games getting some good ports. For a minor announcement, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do at E3 because I mean they're announcing some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a good question. What exactly is going to come out? I mean, obviously this Legend of Zelda game is probably going to be the big one.
Yeah, but
E3.
they're gonna have to have some because I mean you think that they'd save the big guns for E3, but at this point, what exactly would be the big gun?
I mean, let's face it, the
Smash
biggest
Brothers.
gun.
Okay, yeah, Smash Brothers. Yeah. I guess there's that.
Yeah, I knew Smash Brothers would be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Wind Waker Wii
And
U.
also, hey, I'd play it.
Yeah.
This one actually has to make you do the rigging. No one gets that.
Hmm.
Anyway, the only other, let's face it, when it comes to E3, we all know what the big announcement's going to be.
Yeah.
What?
A
But
new Call of Duty game, right?
Yeah.
No, the Xbox 720.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's gonna be the big-
Hey, Microsoft shoots themselves in the foot again.
it's
No,
better.
No, actually, no, that's
better-
Adam Orr.
Guys, just save it. We'll just do an
Hey.
E3 episode.
Okay,
Okay.
no.
That will
I'm
be
gonna
the-
say it now. That was not what everyone thought it was. But Adam Orr is still a moron.
Yeah.
We went over this last time during a minor break when everything
Is it
went to hell.
Ort or Rourke?
Orth. ORTH.
Okay.
It might as well not be, though.
Well, it better. Well, all I can say is if the 720 has required internet connection to play any game.
No, that was confirmed. No, that was
Really?
that-
They did? Oh.
Yeah, they had to because Adam Orr started.
I like how it's like one. Okay, I like how it's one moron. It like talks about always online, and everybody in the world's like, "Oh my god, new Microsoft console always online." They actually say they're not going to have always online. No one pays attention.
Yeah, exactly. No, they legitimately announced it.
That
Wait,
is
heads up. You mean that people will freak out if something bad happens, but when the company itself gives an actual legitimate explanation, no one pays attention to it? That reminds me of Nomura saying that we can't have Kingdom Hearts 3 until Versus 13 is done.
How many times are you going to reach for stuff in this episode?
Twice.
You keep just being like, oh, you're talking about this thing. Let me talk about this somewhat related thing that I
Let
want
me
to
tell
range
you about Homestuck.
Okay,
Right?
well, we have to put a ban on you and Homestuck only because because now you're reaching.
Why are you ruining this podcast more than you usually are?
Yes, you can't. You haven't played Legend of Zelda. How am I ruining
No,
this?
we can forgive that. We can forgive that. But you're now just reaching on the podcast.
Plus,
You're getting fired again.
people yelling at me is the charm of this podcast.
Yes. See, us yelling at him is entertaining. You're just reaching for references no one's gonna get outside of the Homestuck fan base.
Right.
And everyone here at this podcast doesn't get outside of you. For shame.
For shame.
That'd be like me just suddenly talking about suit and tie.
That's a good song, though.
Yeah, that is a good song.
About my suit. Let's just end the episode.
Yeah,
On suit and
just
tie.
end the episode. Just all of us singing suit and tie.
Yes. Get my suit and tie. I'm gonna go out on the floor tonight. No one wants to hear me singing, so I'm gonna stop now.
Okay.
No, please stop. Please, for the love of God, stop.
So, yeah, that was
That
something.
happened.
That happened.
So,
That happened.
I think ultimate agreement is we're excited for what's coming.
Yes. By many things.
Adam Orff is an asshole and an idiot.
And so is
And-
Phantom Roxas.
And Earthbound fans.
No.
Unite.
Phantom Roxas is a good man.
Yeah.
And also,
I know.
Unless he's
Earthbound
talking
fans,
about Homestuck, in that case, we all just go very
get
quiet.
ready,
Just go.
Earthbound fans.
I'm sorry, no. When anyone else
The
talks
game
about
is
Homestuck,
coming.
when a person who's a Homestuck fan talks about Homestuck, then the people who are fans of Homestuck, they're the assholes. I'm sorry, but every time someone's
Sorry,
like,
Homestucker, we don't agree. Because we don't care.
you don't
Hooray
even
for
dare
apathy!
We're just gonna have to.
Ah, puss.
I feel like this whole all of the episodes so far are leading up to some mega sort of like the season finale almost, where everything just comes together and mashes up into this one giant big event. That's what I feel is going on here.
Is that where you finally admit that you were wrong all this time?
Maybe? I don't know.
I think that's where it's going to.
Wait and find out on the next. Well, you won't find out actually.
Well, here's the thing: is that
Not
it's all going to lead up to the final battle between Strauss and I over Wind Waker.
Well, how about before we talk about more episodes of Media Martyrs, we close out this episode of Media Martyrs.
Let's close this episode. Oh, and there's one other thing. What we also learned, Earthbound fans, your dream finally comes true.
You're finally
gonna get it.
You're finally getting love. You're finally getting love after all this time. Nintendo actually does care.
Yay!
Yay!
Huzzah!
Yay!